Has the Constitution really achieved what it was intended for or not? That's the question being debated and discussed at the country's first Constitution Conference hosted by Justice and Correctional Services Minister Ronald Lamola. Now, the conference intends on reflecting on the current state of our democracy and constitutionalism. eNCA reporter, or senior reporter rather, Silindelo Masikane has more.
The first National Constitution Conference is officially underway here at the Gallagher Convention Centre, where we've got academics, the legal fraternity, government officials, statutory bodies, the youth, business, civil society, as well as academia coming together to discuss this document that was developed almost more than 25 years ago, really, and to see exactly where it is right now and whether there can be anything done to improve its implementation, to improve the lives of South Africans. Now, to give us more context, I am joined by the DG of the Department of Justice as well as Constitutional Development. Thank you so much for your time, DG. Perhaps maybe give me another sense as to how day one has gone and perhaps your expectations moving forward.
Look, I think it's going on well. We're about to close now. The last panel is currently sitting, but as you will recall, the President opened in the morning and he gave a wide range address covering a number of issues from the Constitution, and he gave a challenge to the conference that the conference should spend time reflecting on those issues. And indeed, the program has created that opportunity that the next 2 days, the conference will have an opportunity to basically debate everything that has to do with the life of South Africans in relation to the Constitution. We had a first panel that was looking at the past 25 years since the implementation of the Constitution. And I think that was a robust discussion from the participants there, Professor Bani Pichana, Thuli Madonsela, Advocate Mujangu Gumbi. And then, of course, now currently this afternoon we are busy looking at the transformation and building of a resilient and independent judiciary, which is a very exciting discussion for many people, raising issues about judicial overreach and the role of the judiciary generally in holding government accountable.
Perhaps then lastly, DG, as we continue with the conference, on that final day, what can we expect?
Look, I think without preempting or without second-guessing what people will raise tomorrow, because tomorrow will be very substantive. We have about 8 panels, 4 in the morning, and in the afternoon there will be other 4, trying to look at a wide range of issues, as we are saying. But tomorrow we start with the role of the legislature in the deepening of constitutional democracy. So the role of legislature in making sure that the Constitution is respected, the Constitution is implemented, but also in holding the executive accountable, also including other constitutional bodies that report to Parliament. So I think that will be a very excellent and exciting panel that will set the scene, and colleagues then, participants will break away to the different rooms to look at a number of issues of equality, as well as issues of the achievement of socio-economic rights, including health and education. But also there will be an opportunity to discuss the state of local government. I mean, local government is a critical part of government, that service delivery phase of government. So there will be a discussion about what the Constitution says about the local government and the experience of the past 25 years, whether indeed, I mean, the vision of local government as contained in the Constitution has been realized, and if not, what should be done and what should be the way forward to strengthen that system. And of course, later then in the afternoon, it will still be the same, the breakaways, looking at a number of issues from the Constitution, including the state of our borders as well. I mean, border security in relation to the Constitution, but also just the fight against crime. And of particular interest will be accountability and the fight against corruption. Some of the matters that have already been raised from here, and the President himself made a call that there has to be a serious discussion about the corruption in relation to the Constitution. So we hope that by Friday, all these issues will start converging, and there will be a session in the afternoon of Friday or sometimes midday that will be looking at the way forward and to say, where do we go from here? Having had this discussion and having reflected on the past 25 years, what are we supposed to do in order to proceed with the journey of building a constitutional democratic state?
Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure, Cindy.
All right. Sure. That is the DG of the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. And of course, we are expecting this conference to wrap up on Friday. Silindelo Masikane, Johannesburg.